Last episode, I killed 1,400 General Gradors. Huge war chiefs, every single one of them. Also, I could get an augmentable power armor chest for my melee setup. This episode, I'm going to finish up my preparation for the next goal on my account, Araxor. Strong start to the episode, that's level 89 prayer. And level 85 cooking. I can make banana pizzas? Really? This is what happens when you don't poll content, Jagex. Absolute madness.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
But enough about bananas on pizza. Let's talk about invention perks for a minute. I know that getting new perks isn't as sexy as getting a new weapon or armor unlock, but they're just as important. I've been running around with the most budget perks imaginable ever since I unlocked invention because I'm an enormous noob. I basically just slapped Scavenging 2 on my weapon and called it a day. This cannot stand. I've always known that invention perks are important, but it wasn't until I actually looked into DPS rates that I realized just how important they are. Crackling 3 is going to give me an extra 3% DPS. Fighting 2 is going to give me another 1.5. Upgrading my weapon to Precise 5 is going to net me 2% DPS for a total of 6.5% all in. That's a huge DPS increase, and one of the reasons the Bandos chestplate was such a huge unlock. No chestplate, no perks on the chestplate. Invention in RuneScape 3 is one of those skills that's incredibly confusing when it's first explained, but it's actually a fantastic skill. The basic idea is you take these random items in the game and disassemble them into components, which are the basic materials you then use to make things. This makes invention both a gathering and an artisan skill, all in one. Different items disassemble into different components, so to get the perks I'm looking for, I'll have to gather all these items, break them down, and then combine them up again. Every step in this process has a layer of RNG, so I can't tell exactly how long the process is going to be, but I'm hopeful it's less painful than the last grind. First up is Crackling 3, so it's time to visit the Dwarven Battlefield. Crackling is an armor slot perk that zaps an enemy with 50% of my ability damage per rank once a minute, so Crackling 3 does 150% of my damage every minute, which, as I said before, works out at about a 3% DPS increase. You may have forgotten, but deep in the distant past, we finished up the Rise of the Red Axe questline and ended the civil war amongst the dwarves. Despite this, for some reason, there's still a raging battlefield going on specifically in this one cave between the Chaos Dwarves and the regular ones. There's only two reasons anyone would ever come here, and that's to get the 1 in 5,000 Dragon Pickaxe drop, or the much more common 1 in 132 hand cannon, a wieldable tier 75 version of the infamous dwarf cannon. I have no interest in actually using the weapon, but it's the best source of explosive components in RuneScape 3, and that's what I need for the Crackling perk. I don't know exactly how many hand cannons I need, but I'm just going to spend a full hour here and see how it goes. That is hand cannon number 4, and yeah, this is not taking long at all. Sadly, no Dragon Pickaxe yet, but let's be real, that's not gonna happen. Okay, the full hour is over. I killed exactly 451 hand cannoneers, which are the only ones that actually drop the hand cannons, for a total of 7 cannons, which is well over the drop rate. The rest of these, the Dwogers, the Blackguard, and the regular Chaos Dwarves, just collateral damage in my quest for Crackling. War truly is hell. I also picked up 52 muddy keys for the chest in the lava maze, so if I ever do decide to roll the dice on that wilderness content with my hardcore, then, well, yeah. You might think that now I have the hand cannons, I just disassemble them and make my perk, but this is RuneScape, okay? And nothing is ever quite that simple. You see, when you use components to make a perk, the outcome isn't predetermined. It's random, but with a range of probabilities. And in general, the higher your invention level, the better your odds of getting a high level perk, or getting multiple perks. For example, at my current invention of 68, my chance of getting Crackling 3 is just 33%. The best perk I could get would be Crackling 3 comboed with Ultimatums 2, but that's sitting all the way down at a 1 in 1,239 chance, so it's not gonna happen, as I only have about 10 attempts. But if I had 120 invention, and used an extreme invention potion to boost even higher, With exactly the same combination of components, I would have a 22% chance of getting that same combination for Crackling 3 and Ultimatums 2. To add to the confusion, some of the potential perks are actually harmful, like the junk food perk that reduces the HP you get from eating food, so I want to avoid getting those. Now, I'm not going to grind out 120 invention, at least not yet, it would take hundreds of hours, but getting an extreme invention potion is a lot easier, and using these would boost my odds of getting the best perks going into my Araxor grind, as well as any other perks I ever make for the rest of his account's lifetime. I can make an extreme invention potion at 95 Herblore, which I already have, but remember what I said earlier, this is RuneScape, so it's never quite as easy as just having the level. You see, first you make a regular invention potion, then you upgrade it to a super invention potion, and then finally you turn this into the extreme invention potion. Extreme invention potions give me a boost of plus 17 levels compared to the plus 5 of the super potions, so the comparison isn't even close. I need the extreme invention potion. Step 1. I need some Snapdragon and some Chinchomper residue to make the regular invention potions. You get Chinchomper residue from farming Chinchompers at player-owned farms, so I have tons of this stuff. Step 2 is going to be a little bit more complicated. I need Spider Fangs, which you get from farming spiders at player-owned farms, which I don't have. And for step 3, I need something called Mycelial Webbing, which is what I get from the Zygomites, also at player-owned farms. Luckily, I picked up a pair of Zygomites last episode, I just didn't show it on camera until now. So all I actually need to get is the spider egg. This is all a long-winded explanation of why I'm currently killing level 4 corpse spiders in the Lumbridge Catacombs. Believe it or not, they have my fastest route to the egg, with an approximate 1 in 1,000 chance of dropping one. Well, at least they die quickly. I won't lie to you, this is a miserable process. Regular Iron Men use aggression potions to make the spiders attack you, so the whole thing is fairly AFK, but you can't make aggression potions without having to go into high-level wilderness, and that one's off the table for me, so I have to cloak on every single spider individually. Oh, that's it! That's the egg, I can leave. I got it in 782 kills, so that's really not too bad. Time to put the egg in its little pen. Not sure how this fence is supposed to stop a spider getting out of here, but yeah, let's not think too hard about that. Okay, so it's the next day, and that's level 89 farming for Chinchompers. Oh, farming is so busted. But that's not the focus. No, the focus is invention. My spider is all grown up, and that is 6 spider fangs, so that's enough for 6 potions. Very good. And now I get the webbing from the Zygomites. Okay, we have a problem. Of course, we have a problem. There's always a problem. You do get mycelial webbing, or whatever it's called, from Zygomites, but you only get it from the special Zygomites, and the only way to get them is to take the regular Zygomites I already have and breed them in player-owned farms until they magically give birth to one of the special breeds, because I guess nobody at Jagex really paid attention in biology class. Alternatively, there is the approximate 1 in 100 chance to get one as a random reward from a player-owned farm NPC called Adamantite, but I can only try that once every 6 hours. This is a major issue, actually. There is nothing online about the breeding chance of special Zygomites except everyone saying it's like super rare or that it takes months, and using the NPC could take months as well. I hate to give up on a challenge, but it looks like the extreme invention potion might be beyond me, at least right now. There is at least a silver lining to this. Having a spider sitting in my player-owned farms gives me the appropriately named Nope 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 buff, which is an extra 2% DPS against spiders, including Araxor. I mean, every little helps. Right, guys? Whilst I am recovering from the disappointment of not understanding how to make invention potions, I have some other goals to work on. Biting 2, and Precise 5. Biting 2 components come from spears, astas, and battle axes, and the exact perk I'm looking for is Biting 2 comboed with Venom Blood. Venom Blood makes you completely immune to Arax's poison, so it is essential to my plan of not dying horrifically as soon as I enter the arena. Unfortunately, my chance of getting this perk without the invention potion is only 2.5%, and I need 3 of these direct components every time. I've already failed at 20 attempts off camera, and now I am completely out of these components, so I am at the Warriors Guild store buying out the stock for disassembly. It's a pretty cumbersome process. If I buy out the entire stock, I can expect to get 5.7 direct components, on average, for just under 500,000 GP. If I'm on drop rate, I'll need another 120 components, which is going to cost me 9,464,003 GP. If I have average luck. It's also time gated because I have to wait for the shop to restock between buyouts, which it does very slowly. The grind is a little cheaper if I only buy spears, but that just makes the waiting process longer, so I'm just going to buy out everything to make it faster. If you see my cash stack just plummet this episode, then, well, you know what I'm spending it on. 89 Divination, need to do something whilst the shop restocks. And 84 Fishing. The last perk to introduce is Precise 5. All I need for it are 5 armored components, so it should be a relatively easy grind, as any drop I get from the big bird deconstructs into an armored component, even the War Priest set. First drop, and the only one that doesn't disassemble into components, that's the Godsword Shard. That's a hilt! That is actually fantastic. If I make it into a Godsword and level it up, then it should deconstruct into 4 components just on its own, so I only need 1 more. And War Priest. That's 5, and I am completely done here. That was a really quick grind. That was less than an hour. I might stay just a little longer, see if I get anything else whilst I'm here. It's not a drop, but that's 96 magic. Getting there. Just disassembling everything, and I have 3 right now. This should be 4. And the God Sword should be another 4, I think? Yeah, that's 8. It's only enough for 1 attempt, but I think it's like a 100% chance for a Precise 5, so I think I'm okay. Every level counts here, so disassembling the Sun Spear should net me 69 invention. Everybody's favorite number, and I might get more from researching the invention recipes as well. Not staying at 69 for long, that is level 70 from discovering new recipes. And siphoning my lance should get me... yeah, that's 71 invention. And that's Precise 5. And here it is in the flesh, well, in the weapon. I'm keeping scavenging on here as well. I know it's not optimal for Araxor, but I'll be using this weapon for Slayer as well, and it is great for that. I did also get Crackling, I just forgot to record it, so that's only Biting 2 with Venom Blood left to get. Whilst I wait for Biting 2, because it is time gated with the shop restock, I'm going to move on with the last of my pre-Araxor grinds, which is Archaeology. Just like my perks, my relic setup has been so scuffed. I have Tier 3 luck, Pharmacology, and Unexpected Diplomacy, which is the Reputation relic. I've done okay by this, but I need to get serious. First up is Death Ward. Death Ward is a relic that reduces the damage I take by 5% when I drop below half health, and it reduces the damage I take by 10% when I drop below a quarter health. It's a fantastic relic for hardcore Ironmen who don't want to die. Second is Fury of the Small, a relic power that increases the adrenaline you get from abilities so you can use more thresholds and deal more DPS. It's a staple of any PVM relic setup. I already have Death Ward, but Fury of the Small requires 97 Archaeology, so that's my next target. I'm starting from 94, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm also going to be trying out the auto screener which I recently unlocked, and which auto screens your soil. I guess that one was in the name. Did you think you'd be seeing an Archaeology level? Well, no, it's level 72 Invention, and it's from disassembling components. You do not see that every day. The XP you get for this is garbage. No levels yet, but I'm opening my first 4 Tetras, and I'm hunting for a second Matic to complete my best in-slot Matic, the Matic of Space and Time. Whoever put this fucking tetraclue in the middle of the swamp is... Oh, it's a rough one. Three more dopamine chests. Even if I don't get a Matic, they're always pretty good. 6 tomes. Wow, that's really good. That is so much XP. It's a bit out of nowhere, but I want to complete the Elf Medium Task Diary. This is so I can catch Grenwalls without bait and get easy access to Grenwall spikes. Currently I'm killing the level 100 and something elves in Priv for these, and it's just a big bottleneck in making overloads of PVM. I am so dumb. I was just teleporting in and out of a light maze with this crystal seed. I just couldn't work out why it wasn't giving me the achievement, and it's because I already have it. Okay, just gotta speed grow this papaya tree, catch a Hoya thing with it, and now I have to catch a Grenwall or not. Apparently I just need to try to catch a Grenwall, and that's it. This guy over here should give me the medium task reward, and now I can catch baitless Grenwall. I'll be catching them in Anachronia. I'm pretty sure it's way better than getting them here. Hey, 79 Hunter. I haven't been here long at all. I'll just stay here until my familiar runs out and see what I get. I have finished half an hour here, and that's 1300 Grenwall spikes, which is like enough for 260 extreme ranging potions. This is so much faster than killing elves. And this XP is like 160k XP per hour. That's not bad at all. Level 96 Archaeology. Every level is so far apart. It's a grind. I keep distracting myself. Mauritania Diaries. Hard and elite. At some point, I'll need to bash out 95 prayer, and I'll want to have the elite Mauritania Diaries in hand before I do this. They offer a host of bonuses, but the big one is a 50% prayer and fire making boost when killing Vias, which is my best prayer training method by miles. There's a few hurdles to overcome, but one of the more annoying ones is cremating 200 Var corpses by hand at Patadomus Temple. Burst and Venery of corpses and pylogs. I have found the perfect place to stand to minimize moving with the area loot tab open. Efficiency Escape. I forget if I actually get anything decent from these keys. I think it's just the same stuff you normally get from Vias, which is okay. And that's the message I've been waiting for. 200 corpses burned. I feel more experienced with the flail. I'll just finish this inventory and call it a day. In case you're wondering, the bonus damage to Vias you get from cremation does apply to the Stun Spear, but it doesn't apply to the Vire Lords and Ladies, just the regular Vire Wash, so it's not that useful. Come on, give me those sexy leggings, old man. Yeah, just like that. Hard Diary is done. I don't get the real reward until the elite one, but they're some way off. I'll need to get a ton of fishing levels for one of the tasks. Let's go! Oh fuck yeah! Fighting 2 Venom Blood. Oh my god, I got this super early in hindsight. Oh, sorry about that. But I'd gone through like 70 or 80 attempts and easily 6 or 7 million GP, and I am finally done. I can stop buying at the shop. This is great. And that's level 98 Herblore, building up my overload stash for Araxor. 85 construction. This one is not related to Araxor, I was just really close. And that is 85 fishing. That one is important. I need to get my fishing level up to 91 so I can boost the Mauritania Elite Diaries, and it is not a fast skill to train. Level 97 Archaeology. At last. There's still a couple of hoops to jump through for the actual relic because RuneScape, am I right? But we are so close. We are so close. Okay, this is the second half of the relic. Just gotta take it back to the obelisk. Fury of the Small unlocked. No big outro here. Please subscribe, and next episode, I'm getting my first kill at Araxor. Or I'm dying trying. One or the other.